got a dream and they see it so vivid. Hard work, determination, pretty soon they gon' live it.
We're back with Simon Said What? We got an exclusive interview. Now, I know I said I'm gonna bring out some talent. You know, we found one. And the reason look, it's not on sports, which it's okay.
But like you pointed out before, local talent.
Local talent. Now look at this, guys. I had to get my buddy in here. Just turned 16. Fresh out of Corpus Christi. All of Corpus Christi. Listen up. This kid is on his way. He is on his way signing that multi-million-dollar contract. That's all right. Don't be bad way. If they told me I was signing multi-million-dollar, I'd be smiling too. He's on his way, and we want to get him out to you. Plain and simple. We want you to know what Corpus is doing. Sitting next to me is my buddy, Oreo YoungMurk, and of course, y'all remember my co-host, Eric. Let's get into this. So, obviously, people are like thinking, oh, what does he do? What does he do? All right. What is it that you do? Let's tell the people, what is it that you do?
I don't like being labeled as a rapper, you know. I see it more than that, you know, a songwriter. That's what I prefer, a hip-hop artist, you know. When people say I'm a rapper, it kind of sounds degrading, knowing that there's these other rappers out here, and you know they sound trashy, and I'm not on the same style as them.
Right.
That's why I would consider myself just a songwriter or a hip hop artist instead of a rap artist.
Right.
And,
I got you.
And here's another thing, as you say, you're not like them, and I'm not trying to stereotype or anything like that, but I notice a lot of those rappers. You know, I've seen it. You've seen it, Lil Wayne, everybody else, and you know, just whoever it is, they, you know, the way they dress, they present themselves. I've seen your style. It's a little different. It's a little different. It's a good style. You got the long hair, you got the ear gauges, you know, and you got some, you know, skinny jeans or whatever. Your style's a little different, which is cool. You know what I mean? You don't really see that, so it's really something different.
Yeah.
And you know, it's good. I like it.
Now he brings up a good point, because when me and you first met, they said, hey, check out this song here. It's like, all right, so I heard the song, and then let me break it down to you folks. I heard the song. And the kid sounded so different on the track, and I hadn't put a face to the voice yet. And I think to myself, all right, this kid's probably wears his cap backwards or whatever, you know, got his pants sagging down and everything. And then they show me the picture, and we see the long hair. I'm like, no, this can't be it. This can't be it. But yeah, man, it was a real treat. I guess it was very refreshing to see somebody broken out of the mold, you know what I mean? So, you know, so with your style and everything, are you trying to, I guess would you say, get away from the stereotypical type? Is it, you're trying to bring something different?
Yeah, I'm trying to bring a new style, you know, like most of these kids, 15, 16-year-old my age, you know, they're talking about like, oh yeah, I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking drugs, or I hop in my Lambo and I'm speeding, and you know, odds are you've never cooked crack, you've never done Lambo, you are not popping a 9. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It's like, get out of here with that, you know?
Yeah.
And since you know, like my style, I keep it real. That's why I don't talk about money I don't have, cars I don't have, things I don't do, you know?
Right.
That's why for right now I have this crazy style where it's just punchline after punchline.
Right.
I'm a punchline fanatic, that's my style right there. You know, until I get there, that's when I'm going to be able to talk about the money, you know, and the success that I've done.
And we've heard some of his stuff, and it is good. It is really, really good. And I mean, we've showed it to people in San Antonio, to people from Austin,
Dallas.
and Dallas, and they were like, wow, this kid has got talent. Now, from what we've discussed, and you know, I want to bring it up here, we're fixing to get you to California, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You're flying over there at the end of the month. Is that still booked?
Yeah.
Okay. So now you say you're not rapping about the money now. You're not rapping about the cars now. When they come to you and say, hey, what kind of car are you gonna get? What is it you're looking for? Are you looking for flash? Are you looking for quiet style? I mean, what is it?
I don't know, like with all the money, if the money were to come in, I would honestly keep it simple, you know.
Right.
Nothing overpriced,
Right.
but nothing too ordinary, you know.
Yeah, I got
Nothing
you.
like top of the line Tahoe. That's what I want.
Yeah,
Nice
Okay,
Tahoe.
let's keep it nice.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, man. Okay. I gotta ask you, then be honest. The most embarrassing song, I guess, that you wouldn't tell anybody else, or you wouldn't go around, I guess, bragging about it. What is your guilty pleasure? What song do you have on there that I guess you wouldn't go and tell your boys? You know what I mean? On your iPod.
Ooh, that's I'm not gonna lie, it's probably Lady Gaga.
Which one?
Poker Face.
Poker Face.
That's a good song too.
Yeah, that's a good song. Yeah. I'm not gonna admit that right now. No, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. So I see that you're very humble. Is it because you don't want to count your eggs, before they hatch, or that's just the kind of guy you are? I mean,
I'd say that's just the type of person I am. You
Yeah.
know?
You don't like fun or anything like that. No,
No.
that's good, man. That's really good. Where can we find some of your music? Tell some of these people.
You can find my music at reverbnation.com. That's REVERBNATION.com. You're gonna type in Oreo YoungMurk, search that. You can listen to the music, enjoy.
How do they spell that? Oreo YoungMurk.
OREO and then space YoungMurk is one word. YOUNGMURK.
And we will post that. We will type it up on the drop down, so it gives you time to look at it, copy it. If you can, just type in the link, in your other window and stuff like that. Look them up. You got 4 tracks out now, is that correct?
Yes, and
4
I have a lot more on the way.
That's a good thing too. He's staying busy,
Yeah.
trying to keep everything fresh, trying to keep everything new, and it's a good talent. And he's a local guy. For anybody from Corpus Christi, Texas, he's a Texas guy. I mean, good kid. Sounds like he has real good potential. And I mean, anybody watching this, if you're from Corpus or just a local guy or somebody who just loves music, I mean, show him some love. Just check it out, show him some love, and let them know what you think. Go about it that way.
Definitely. Now, you got more along the way. Will you take some of what you've already done with you, or do you feel that you might have to completely revamp your whole, I guess, lyric process?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, like right now you're rapping with, like you said, without the money, without the cars and stuff like that. Do you expect for whoever you sign with, for them to have you maybe not change the person you are or change your lyrics, but maybe rap about something different? You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, like every group has their own style. Like Slaughterhouse, which is like Yellow Wolf and all them.
Mhm.
They have a real crazy style, real fast style. Real raunchy style. And then Maybach Music, they have like ambition, hustle.
Right.
That's them. And then Young Money, they talk about cars, money, and there's just all kinds of different styles. And I mean, whoever I sign with, I'm able to adapt to whatever they want.
Right. Now, guys, 16 years old, if you're that good, you're just that good. Would you say you were born with this talent, or you found your talent?
From what I've heard, I was definitely born with this
You're
talent.
born with this talent.
Yeah, I've heard people that want to do music with me, and I tell them, all it takes is practice. All it takes is practice.
Yeah.
And they'll come back to me like, hey man, I've been practicing and I can't do it. You were born with this.
And I want to agree with you on that, because I know we brushed up on it, in the past. It's true. I can sit here all day long, write lyrics all day long, and you always get to that one point where you've just completely maxed out. Now, once you hear this guy, it's just bomb after bomb after bomb after bomb. It's like, wow, how does a 16-year-old kid come up with these kind of lyrics at such a young age? It's insane, Competition-wise, you are from Carroll High School, right?
Mm-hmm.
Competition-wise, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people who, proclaim they're, songwriters, hip-hop artists. Have you ever had anybody, I guess, let's just say, outwit you lyrically at your age?
Honestly, my mentality, I see no competition.
No competition.
You gotta be confident.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Now, you've done song to Till I'm Gone, right? You've done a song to what was the other one?
Stay Scheming.
Stay Scheming, and then you did another one to
Who Dat.
Who Dat.
And then I've still got it.
Yeah, I still got it. Okay. That Who Dat track. That Who Dat track is gonna have you like this in the car. Okay, so if people give you funny looks, it's okay. You're jamming to a good song. Now, on Reverb Nation, I heard there's a ranking system. Because this is obviously worldwide, correct? Are you ranked? Are you ranked up there out of these millions and millions and millions of people?
Yeah, I want to say out of about 547,000 artists in the U.S., I'm ranked 32,000.
32,000. That is a high ranking for a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
That is a high ranking. You know what? And I really don't. Like I said, it really doesn't matter. You know, say, oh, he's only 32,000. If he's that good, he'd be higher. You know how hard it is to even just get somebody to listen to your track with all that kind of music out there? Because remember, there's 500. You said 547, correct? 547,000 artists. Okay, which with that, if you give each artist at least 2 tracks, he already has 4. You've already looking over 1 million songs. You know what I'm saying? So that is a lot. That is a high ranking in my book. When you look at the overall scheme of things, you know what I'm saying? Now, I want to dig into, I guess, your personal life a little bit. Why don't you tell us about that? You know, I've heard that it's just you and your mom.
Yeah.
You know, where's the rest of the family?
Well, most of my family, you know, they're too into their money more than their family. So basically, we're just frowned upon now, you know, since we're struggling, you know. Because I was born, my dad wasn't there. I've never met my dad. My stepdad Tony, which is my sister's dad, he was the only one I knew as a dad, and he died a year and a half ago.
Right.
Yeah.
So, would you say the course of life you've taken up to this point, you know, drug free, you know, got your diploma already, had to get out of high school early because you're fixing to do this thing. Do you think you'd be in a different place right now if you got to have met your dad, and would you be in a different environment right now?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, when you have your mom and your dad, it's a whole different story. You know, you can have things that most other kids have. You know, instead of just like oh, you're rocking like hand-me-down shoes. You know, like
yeah.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I had to rock some FUBUs. I'm pretty sure we all had to at one point. You know.
Yeah, most definitely.
But yeah, I'd probably still be in school. I'd probably still have straight A's. You know, my dad would have gotten on my ass.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, she's not able to do that. She goes working. You know.
Yeah.
She's just working 2 jobs.
Now, I hear you, because we grew up the same way, you know, and it's hard. It's hard. I want to hear your point of view or your theory. How did you keep yourself from getting, you know, overtaken by society, especially when you're with a single parent, you know, who's never there, and it's hard because you're a kid and you're trying to make the best decision without any parental guidance there. What is it that you did, I guess, to keep yourself out of trouble, keep the time passing?
Well, I mean, I always tried my best to stay out of trouble, you know, like I would look and I would see what other people were doing, and, you know, I would learn right from wrong, and I would always try to avoid, you know, the wrong. I was always trying to stay out of trouble because I knew once my mom find out, that's an ass whooping.
No, man, I hear you, man. It's just different, ain't it? When your mom gets upset with you and she's the only parent, you're like, dang, you know, why am I doing this? You know what I'm saying? It just gives you a kind of different feeling. I know Eric right here grew up the exact same way, you know. Eric, do you have anything to add to that? I mean,
no, I agree with him. Something about the mom, you just, you know, you don't want to disappoint, you know, and you know, everybody starts, you know, seems like from down here, and you slowly work your way up, just like anything else, and that's good. You sound like you know, you got a good head on your shoulders. you're staying straight, and I mean, you know, good luck to everything. I really hope everything bodes well and goes good.
We're just weeks away, guys. Weeks out, and y'all are getting the first exclusive.
Oreo right here.
Oreo YoungMurk. Y'all will hear this kid on the radio. I mean, I don't want to get too much into detail of any contracts, but there is some pretty big time record labels that you're about to meet with. Is that correct?
I don't like bragging though.
Yeah, no. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And guys, we ain't talking about rinky-dink records, guys. We're talking about guys you hear on the radio. He's already contacted some of these guys. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into detail. You know, we'll leave that up to, you know, the contract negotiations or anything like that. I'm not here to, you know, deter him from any kind of success here, you know. So, Oreo YoungMurk, guys, check him out. Reverb Nation. Follow him on Facebook. Get him on Twitter. Go ahead, let's get the Twitter.
You can follow me on Twitter at YoungMurk361. I'll follow back, always.
Yeah, your Facebook?
Facebook.
It's a long name.
You should type in Oreo. I should be the first one up there though.
Yeah, type in Oreo. If not, look him up on Simon Said What. Look through the friends list. He will be on there. Oreo, best of luck to you.
Yes, sir.
One thing before we go. What is your message once you make it? What is your message to people in Corpus Christi? People around the world? What's your message to the young kids coming up? Even though you're young yourself, but you've obviously made it through life, you know, so far, shooting straight. You've been through a lot. You've had your downs. Things are on the rise for you. What is it? What's your perspective? And what's your message out to these people who are struggling the same way that I did, that Eric did, and that you have?
The way I see it is, after the rain, you know, the sun always comes out.
Right.
You know, you're always, the better days are gonna come. You know, you just have to keep your head up, keep working at it. You know, like everybody has a dream. The way Commander says it, he says everybody has a dream. Don't make excuses, make it happen.
Yeah. Make it happen. That's what it's all about, folks. Making it happen. We'll see you next time. Simon Said What? Oreo YoungMurk. Best of luck to you, buddy. Along with my wingman Eric, we hope you enjoyed this segment, the first exclusive. We'll see you soon.
Yep. Let's get it. Every time I get up on the mic, it ain't fair. Kids talk about catching cars that ain't there. They all sound the same, it's like their style ain't theirs. Hit the flow from the band, pulling on the game here. It's time to switch it up, cause every